Assalamualaikum and have a good day to everyone. Today we will discuss about culture. Culture is the result of all the efforts that have been made by humans and practiced in their lives, while culture is the entire system of ideas, actions, and also the results of human work to fulfill social life, which will be made by humans as their own by learning them. Next is cultural difference. Cultural difference can also help us understand the region we live in. Cultural difference can also make life easier by providing ready-made solutions to solve problems. There are various ways of approach to analyze and categorize a culture that it is easier to understand. For example, from the aspect of communication and language, clothing and appearance, food and food habits differ according to each culture.
Case study about the intercultural experience of Afghan students in Malaysia. Malaysia is a very ethnically and linguistically diverse nation with a wide range of religions. Each ethnic group's members have mostly maintained the cultural traditions of their forefathers. Also, Malaysians are generally highly conscious of how they appropriately interact with people of different origins because they live in such a cosmopolitan culture. Here is some issues of culture shock. First, transitioning, experiencing culture shock in a foreign setting, getting to know a lot of new people and picking up local customs. Interaction, teachers will sense a lack of control over engagement with the foreign students. Then cross-culture experience, Afghan students in Malaysia with a particular emphasis on the difficulties they encounter as they adjust to the new environment. And homesick, it is common for those who had to leave their home, family and friends when they travel abroad, away from their comfort zone.
Similarities culture. Religion. Sharing a common religion may be one of the elements that is the adjustment to Malay society. Environment. The issues of halal food and religion, which are the key concerns, did not give them any difficulty. They were able to adjust effectively to the local environment. Discussion. In conclusion, the study represents the various stages of the student journey in grading higher education in Malaysia to understand the academic and cultural life experience of Afghan students in Malaysia.
Next is critical of cultural differences. Human behaviors are highly variable and changeable both individually and culturally. Khalifah Obush defined culture shock as a series of emotion or reaction precipitated by the anxiety that results from losing all our familiar signs and symbols of social intercourse. Khalifah Obush, who coined the term culture shock in the mid-1950th century, defines culture shock as the anxiety that results from losing all our familiar signs and symbols of social intercourse. According to Obush, a person is not born with a culture but only with the capacity to understand it and use it. There are three types of cultural differences. Firstly is cultural diversity. Malaysia has a diverse range of immigrants and ethnic population, and locals are used to dealing with people from different cultural backgrounds. Secondly is religion. Around 2/3 of the Malaysian population practice Islam. The majority of nations, around 51%, are Malays. Almost all of them are Muslim. And thirdly is dances. With colorful costumes, visual movements and mesmeric music, all dances have a story to tell. Some of the most popular traditional dances in Malaysia is Zapin dance.
In this part, I will talk about suggestion. Our proposal to enhance the culture of the Malaysian community is to use various mass media platforms. This mass media is a communication tool that can convey information to the public quickly. Mass media is divided into two, namely electronic media and print media. It is clear that the mass media plays an important role in improving the culture in Malaysia. We also propose to make culture one of the subjects in education in Malaysia. This is because the younger generation needs to be exposed to various cultures regardless of Malaysia, Chinese, and Indian. In addition, the school also needs to perform cultural performance either in the form of dance or singing. For example, Zapin dance, Gamelan dance. As a result, With the experience of participating in arts or cultural activities, they will appreciate and be embedded in their heart the nature of their love for the heritage of their grandparents. Last but not least, another reasonable suggestion to implement is to preserve the arts and culture that still exists today. For example, the staging of leather, movies and dances is getting fewer invitations or responses. The authorities who organize a lot of community activities should give the country's arts players the opportunity to present their art to the public. In addition, the establishment of institutions such as the National Academy of Cultural Arts and Heritage and the School of Art throughout the country will definitely produce a younger generation that will continue the legacy of the previous players.
In conclusion, all human groups have their own culture, but it often varies considerably. Culture is made up of the shared principle, worldviews, linguistic convenience, and custom that allow individuals to be identified as a group. Human behavior is easily changeable and highly variable. Humans gain the means to satisfy their desire through culture. The accepted and acknowledged rules of behavior that set as a boundaries for appropriate behavior within a society are known as norms. Component of culture is symbols, language, values, and norms. Language is a set of symbols which allow people to communicate with each other. A symbol can be a sign, regional, international, or national. There are three most common ethnic groups in Malaysia are Malay, Chinese, and Indian. These, along with many other indigenous groups, combine to form unique melting pot of cultures, tradition, and society. Culture is a crucial idea in the sociological perspective since it affects people's idea and behavior. That's all from us. Thank you.